This is Platinum Northwest TV News. Good evening and thank you so much for tuning in. I'm Philadelphia Mangoeng. Let's take a look at the leading top stories. First up, a mining company leaves the Northwest residents in the lurch, and Rustenburg Municipality's traffic officers pledge support to road safety scholar patrollers. In the business news, NUMSA demands pay increase for South Africa's automotive sector workers. And in the sports news, TVET College on the brink of the PSL Dream. We begin here. Media outlet Sowetan Live has reported that 7 community development projects that a mining company allegedly budgeted 14.3 million for have gone uncompleted while the firm goes into liquidation, leaving behind desperate people. Through its 2018 social labor plan, Bushveld Vametco mine in Brits, in the Northwest Province had promised to build high master lights, roads, stormwater system, sports facilities, amongst other things. However, these projects, some of which it partnered with Madibeng Municipality, have either collapsed or never took off. Now, the mine, which closed its doors last year, is going through business rescue with a possibility of being sold. It has been operating in the area since 1967. In other news, the Department of Community Safety and Transport Management stated that the law enforcement officers from the Rustenburg local municipality have assured the road safety patrollers within the jurisdiction of unwavering support in the broader mission to ensure that learners cross roads safely. This, as previously a high number of incidents led to fatalities of learners hit by vehicles while trying to cross the road. It is for this reason that the Department of Community Safety and Transport Management, in partnership with these stakeholders, established a scholar patrol program. This was an undertaking, and at the Rustenburg leg of the Bujanala district inductions, where 22 patrollers received formal work training. For this financial year, the department said it has contracted about 140 scholar patrollers and is currently embarking on induction programs. In more news, after the United States struck nuclear sites in Iran on Sunday, joining Israel's bombing campaign, President Cyril Ramaphosa expressed disappointment at the U.S. involvement in the Iran-Israel conflict. In a statement issued by the presidency, stated that South Africa calls on the United States, Israel and Iran to give the United Nations an opportunity and space to lead on the peaceful resolution of the matter of dispute, including the inspection and verification of Iran's status of uranium enrichment as well as its broader nuclear capacity. Moving on to international news, Iran launched a missile attack on an American air base in Qatar on Monday that caused no injuries, with President Donald Trump dismissing it as a weak response. The attack on Al Udeid Air Base in neighboring Qatar threatened to widen a conflict that began on the 13th of June with an Israel strike on Iran targeting its nuclear program and ballistic missiles. Iran had threatened to retaliate against the United States after U.S. bombers dropped 30,000-pound bunker buster on Iranian underground nuclear facilities at the weekend, joining Israel's air war against Iran. With that, let's take a look now at the business news. In the business news, the National Union of Metal Workers of South Africa, the country's largest labor group, is demanding employers, including BMW South Africa and the local units of Toyota and Ford, to give workers 10% raise ahead of the talks that will agree wages for the next 3 years. While that's more than 3 times the annual inflation rate, it's the union's lowest initial ask in at least 4 negotiation cycles and comes as several headwinds threaten the long-term viability of manufacturing vehicles and components locally. Averting a 4th consecutive deadlock in pay talks and a potential strike by more than 100,000 workers is seen as a key for survival of an industry that has long been hobbled by electricity supply constraints and logistical challenges. And that's all from the business news. Your sports update follows next. In soccer news, TVET College is just 90 minutes away from etching their name into South African football history. The Rustenburg-based side, currently sitting atop the PSL promotion relegation playoff table with 5 points from 3 matches, faces a do-or-die encounter against a Premiership side Cape Town City tomorrow at the Olympia Park Stadium in Rustenburg. Now, the Mswengo boys have put themselves in a prime position for promotion to the Betway Premiership after a crucial 1-0 victory over Keswick Stars on Saturday. The hard-fought win, courtesy of deflected strike from Siabulela Mabele in the 80th minute, saw Orbit College break the cycle of draws that had characterized the playoffs so far. They need a win or a draw in their final playoff game to secure a historic promotion to the Betway Premiership. Moving on to rugby news now, Springbok assistant coach Tony Brown emphasized on Monday that the Springboks will approach Saturday's Qatar Airways Cup match against the Barbarians in Cape Town with a test match mindset, rather than viewing it as an exhibition. The approach aims to establish a strong tone for the upcoming season and to build on the momentum for the previous year. Following their second consecutive Rugby World Cup victory in 2023, the Springboks recorded 11 wins out of 13 tests in 2024. Brown noted that the coaching staff feels the team is in a stronger position this year with a clearer understanding of their objectives compared to the same period last year. Saturday's match will be the first encounter between the Springboks and the Barbarians since 2016, and it will also be the inaugural occasion of the team facing each other on the South African soil. And that's where we're going to have to wrap it up for tonight. Thank you so much for watching. I'll be standing by tomorrow evening. Till then, good night and take care.